All right, everyone. Welcome to this brand new live stream. For those who are just now joining, we are going to get into this game. They actually just updated the political process, and there's a couple of features I actually do want to try out today. I just tried them, tested them not that long ago, but I also have a surprise for you guys. Let me go ahead and get this switched over. And I have to make this a little bit smaller. And I'll go ahead and switch this. Ariel, it is me. It's the man, the one and only Politics Gaming. How are you guys doing? I wanted to do this. I've actually trying to get a little more comfortable with with getting comfortable with this. I know I don't do this a lot, so I know you guys have been wanting to see me. And Vladimir, random dude on the internet, AMN, big fart. Um, but yeah, I do want to get a little bit more used to this, so I think all the support that I've been getting from the community. A lot of you guys have been like face cam, and I'm just like, I've done like plenty of these before, but I'll go ahead and do it just because you guys are asking me to do it. But let's go ahead and get this show on the road. You're gonna see how boring I look whenever I'm playing the clicking simulator of the political process. Um, he told me he was going to do this. LOL. Yep. I told random dude on the internet before anyone else. Don't tell mom. But again, we are playing Josh Hodges, 54 years old, from Hillsborough County, New Hampshire. He is from the 50th District, 9th Senate District, and the 2nd Congressional District. And if we look at our election history, we're just going to look at our history today. Worked for a computer business 2000 2006, lost his job during the 2008 financial crisis. He was a chair from his local precinct for from 2006 to 2012. He was the advisor to the governor of New Hampshire and a U.S. representative for 3 terms. And then he was a 2-term governor of New Hampshire. And then he went on to serve in the Senate. We are now serving in the Senate until 2038, which we will be running for re-election. Have you ever done Hawaii? I actually did have a game. I think it was before or after. I think I still have it right now. I have I have a senator from the state of Hawaii, inspired by Tulsi Gabbard, which it's pretty interesting to play as a play from Hawaii, even though they're not that I don't know, they just have a unique cultural identity that I actually respect. I actually really want to go to Hawaii. um so that would be fun. I actually have a family member of mine was actually I think she did something. I actually forgot what it was, but she ended up it ended up having her meet the governor of Hawaii. um he runs for president, possibly. All right, let's go ahead and get the show on the road. We have party leadership, and we look forward to following his capable leadership. We have 104,000 political points compared to the rest of the Senate. Let's go ahead and look. Politicians rankings. We got to have about 100,000 political points to go to get above Megan Hendrickson, who is the esteemed senator from Massachusetts and is the top Democrat in the chamber. But we only have about 60,000 political points left to overtake the number 1 Republican in the Senate, who is the esteemed senator from Kansas. You should do this all the time when you stream. I'm thinking about it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it actually will help me kind of like build confidence. I don't know. I just kind of didn't really like looking at myself most of the time, but especially since like I'm, this community is growing, my YouTube channel is growing. I actually do want to get used to watching or just doing stuff like this. So yeah, I do agree with you that I should start doing this more. Budget resolution is by a Republican. We will go ahead and support that legislation. 51 to 49. What are your thoughts on Biden's address to Congress? I watched the whole thing before. Watched the whole thing last night, and I thought it was a pretty good speech. The way he presented it, the way he kind of presented a lot of things. I did like Tim Scott's speech right after. TMYG, welcome. You'd be the only PNR streamer that does a face reveal. I need to do a Power and Revolution stream. I haven't done one of those in a hot minute. Um, God, if you guys have not watched that ever some quality content that I made, absolutely recommend you guys go watch it. We will vote against that. We also have a committee hearing on Medicaid. Eliminates Medicaid expansion. Do we want to vote? I'm going to oppose it. Yep, we will. We are on the moderate, so we actually are doing our fair part to oppose that. Two Republicans voted against it, which made it fail in Congress. New viewer, hey, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I do like to make more content for you guys that are new. So if you guys like it, you look almost exactly like I thought you would. What do you think I looked like? What's that supposed to mean? I'm offended. I'm gonna turn my camera off. No, I'm just kidding. I think this is gonna be the first stream in which I literally have my face like the whole time. So I don't plan to turn it off. I did it a couple of times where I had it on and then I kind of turned it off. Um but a lot of other YouTubers do it, and honestly, I might as well. So it's something to build confidence. So I appreciate the did you just start the stream? Yes, I did. Welcome, Dexter. I've not seen you here before. Welcome to the live stream. We're in the year 2035. Whenever we get to the year 2036, I will show y'all a very cool feature. Thought you have made him. Thought you might have been a bit thinner though. Oh, that's just mean. You have a thin sounding voice. Oh wow, okay. Is that a compliment? Am I supposed to take that as a compliment? I thought you were a governor. We were a governor. We were two-term governor, or two or three-term, two-term governor of New Hampshire, and we ran for Senate. Streamers doing face reveal shows increasing amount of subs as well. Yeah, I didn't think about it like that actually. Is it the endorsement feature? Yes, it is. It's a compliment. Oh, thank you so much, Muse. By the way, Muse, join the Discord so we can have a debate together. I think more podcasts that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start doing more of this. Like, you guys are gonna be able to see more of this during podcasts. I kind of thought about it in my last podcast, especially whenever I had a DC on. So, especially whenever DC is on next, I'm absolutely going to do this with him because he did it last time, and I kind of felt bad for not doing it. I just hadn't prepared for it to do it like that, and I think I actually did kind of want to, but I just did not. I just didn't have it prepared for that. And actually, the last live stream that I did, I actually really wanted to do a face cam, and I just didn't. I just didn't have the opportunity. Um, I just didn't have the opportunity to do it. So I was actually really disappointed because I was just like, damn, like I actually wanted to do a face cam this time. But here I am. This is the first time that I'm going to um do this for y'all. Do you like Oklahoma? I do. I actually have a lot of family from Oklahoma, and I have family in Oklahoma. They live in Oklahoma County. So that's Oklahoma is actually a really interesting state. Um, I actually have a lot of respect for several politicians over there, including Bill Anatubby. Face reveal. Yay! It's me. It's Politics Gaming. Nice shirt, by the way. Thank you. This is the mic that I use. This is a what do you call it? It's a Yeti X. Yeah, this is not sponsored. This is just literally showing you my equipment. I may or may not do a setup tour. I've actually thought about doing that. But this is the microphone that I use. It's actually really cool. It's a Blue Yeti X. I have a box for it. And one of the cool things about it is that whenever I speak, it actually has this little meter that kind of like tells me how loud I am, which is one of my favorite features of the microphone. Nice matte mic and MAGA hat. That is not a MAGA hat. Don't worry about what that is. Showing you my equipment. Jesus, yeah. Oh, whatever. Whatever. I like how it shows how much campaign funds I have. I am not making enough money for being in the Senate. We will oppose this. It's by a Democrat. We will oppose. How old are you? I am 22. Why don't you do a face cam more? I just literally went on like a big tangent about it. I just put on my glasses and saw PG's face. LO, this is my first time seeing it. This is the first time a lot of people are seeing it actually. Because I've made video. How do you get those endorsement tabs? I will get to week 19 and then we will send out some endorsements. How old am I? I'm actually 12. Look at me. I am 12 actually. Actually, guys, I'm not old enough to even be on this platform. I'm actually 7. We have a Democratic primaries. Let's go ahead and watch the federal president. So Lacey Takagi. I'm betting money on Lacey Takagi. She actually won New Hampshire by a landslide. Actually, look at that. Well, actually, yeah, this is me whenever I say actually all the time. How do you get the beta? Right click it, go to properties, and go to beta. I really tried political process. Wish there was a good political game in multiplayer. God, imagine this game in multiplayer. So we are in South Carolina. This is good news for Mr. Navarro, Winslow Navarro. He won Iowa and South Carolina. So if anything, whoever wins South Carolina tends to win the rest of the states. So let's go ahead and go over to Super Tuesday. Wow. Takagi is actually in the lead. Mrs. Takagi wins California, Washington, Minnesota, Virginia, New York, Massachusetts. Won it by about 40%, pretty handedly. This is going to be a close primary on the Democratic side. What about on the Republican? Republicans, Mr. Kemp. Mr. Kemp, I believe. No, he is not the incumbent president. I don't think he is. Who's the incumbent president? President. Okay, so George Kemp is the incumbent Republican president, so he is running for re-election. What's going on, Chris? Welcome to the live stream. What am I right-clicking on, PG? Could you explain how to get to the beta? Should I just make a video about it? 7-year-old with a man voice. I am a man. PG, I just endorsed all Republicans and they gained 65 seats in the House. Oh my god. What am I right-clicking, PG? Okay, so you're right-clicking on the political process. And then you're going, it's going to say properties. Go to properties on Steam. If you're on Steam, go to properties. And then whenever you go to properties, there's going to be a box that pops up and it says, and there's going to be a window that pops up. And then it's going to say beta on the left. Click beta, and then beta go to it's going to say like version 0.16 or something like that. Click that, and then it's going to update the game, and you're into beta. All right. Um, we're gonna watch these elections. We're also gonna be watching the Democratic primary mainly. I want to watch, see who can win this. Mrs. Takagi is still ahead. She won in Texas. Actually, Navarro won Texas. Navarro is winning in the South, and Takagi seems to be really popular in places like the Midwest and West, and the New England. Oh, she lost Arizona. And she win in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, though. Oh, Takagi wins. Takagi wins 1,600 delegates to 1,400. Very close. A primary on the Democratic side, but Mrs. Takagi. Miss Takagi misses. I don't. Doesn't look like she has a husband. So I'm gonna say Miss. Miss Takagi seems to have won. Let's go ahead and look at her history. 74% approval. She's the esteemed senator from Hawaii. Very liberal. 51 years old. She's liberal socially and very liberal. So she was a cardiovascular surgeon. Wow, she was a heart surgeon. Then a state representative, then state senator, Democratic nominee for vice president in 2032. She was a senator candidate in the 2036 primaries, and then Democratic nominee for president. So she was the former Democratic nominee for vice president in 2032. Can she win in 2036 for president? What did you think of Joe Biden's presidential address? Pretty good. A lot of good stuff that he said. There's a couple of moments that I didn't even expect the Republicans to kind of stand up and start clapping, and they actually did. But take it with a grain of salt. Never really look at a president's words and say like, "Oh, that was the best thing ever." Like, I'm not really saying that about Biden's address. Never really said that about Trump's address. Trump's addresses were pretty mellow. This one was pretty mellow. Um, it's just a lot of talk, and you always have to wait for the action. The action usually never comes. Okay, so then we're gonna go over to elections, campaign actually. So now, whenever we're not in a campaign season, whenever we're not running ourselves, we actually have things that we can go for. So we can endorse as low as the city council and as high as the Senate, maybe even the presidency, but available. So we're going to be looking to say that was endorsed. So if I do competitive, okay, so available, we're looking at available. So we're going to be looking at the Senate. Let's go ahead and endorse every Republican candidate for Senate. Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Hawaii. Yeah, let's endorse the guy in Hawaii. Indiana, Massachusetts, Maine. So it actually shows us competitive seats. Michigan is apparently competitive. It actually shows us the what we're looking at in terms of how competitive it is. Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Mississippi, North Dakota, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Texas. Texas is a competitive. Oh boy. Wisconsin. And let's go over to House. And again, we're just gonna competitive only. So we're gonna be endorsing every competitive House race. Aha. Do you think? What do you think's the GOP nominee? Thank you so much, AMN. I appreciate it. 100 knocks. It's a little low for your. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. State Senate. We already have State House, so you can do it as State House. You can actually try to take control of the state legislature if you don't. So then we get the campaign. I wonder. Wait, over to campaign, but governor. No, I guess there's no governor's race. Yeah, it's every 4 years. Endorse literally all of them. I did. Can we get our? So we're just gonna do solid campaign. Wonder if there's a hotkey. I wish there was a hotkey to skip, so I could just sit here and just click and skip and click and skip. Like that's instead of just like boom. It's a lot of time I'm kind of wasting by just sitting here having to go all the way up here. Unless I can make my mouse fast as hell. So rallies. Yeah, see, that's way too fast for my taste. And I only have a 60 hertz monitor. I need to get a 144 hertz monitor. Yeah, imagine what political process would look like in 144 hertz. Oh my god. It's the next thing I need to get. I've got this mic. I got a couple of different things. Ooh, a minimum wage. What are we doing over here? Ooh, yeah, let's go ahead and oppose that. President supports HR2 or S2. So 52. Let's go ahead and try to get to 75,000. We're in week 43, week 44, and we are on the presidential election. So let's do it. Week 45. All right, let's watch. I wonder. Ooh. So Takagi loses Florida, loses Maine. Looks like George Kemp is gonna get elected again. She lost Pennsylvania. She's gonna lose the Rust Belt. Yep, and Mr. Kemp wins around similarly as he did um in the previous election in 2032. So, President General, so let's look. Get something stuck in my throat. I'm sorry. You can just enter skip to the next turn. It could be wrong. I'll try. So, let's look. Let's see what we did in so we gained 4 seats in the Senate. Gained 4 seats in the Senate. We went in Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, Florida. What about in the House? We win 21 seats in the House of Representatives. Can we do that in the next election, though? We're going to try our hardest to make sure that we can win in the House in the next election. Watching the election is always fun in TPP. Yeah, I kind of agree. Governor 2034. So we have an election in 2038. So we have governor's elections the same year. The same year as we have governor's elections the same year basically as the Senate election. So whenever we're up for election, there's going to be a governor's election. We also need to try to slip a protege of ours into the governor's race. That way we have, as I believe, in the House. Let's look at California, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Maryland, Maine, Missouri, North Carolina. I think I saw it. So I don't know who that guy is, but we do have Mr. Nixon. Nixon is a protege of ours. He's been 5-term U.S. representative. He's served in the House longer than we ever have. How many political points does he have? He has 13,000 only while he's in the House. You think it will be a crowded GOP field if Trump doesn't run? Yes, because it's gonna basically gonna be between like Trump Republicans and non-Trump Republicans. Liz Cheney might even run if Trump doesn't run. But basically, if Trump does run in 2024 and you run against him, it is political suicide. Because basically, if so, we have local elections in 2037. That's gonna be fun. Let's go ahead and throw our hat in the ring for party leadership. All right. Stuart Haynes, party leadership, caucus chair. Let's say yes. We would go for the caucus chair again. And we actually are thrown out. No, it was a tied match last time, and now we just lost our seat. All right, let's select our committees. Finance, and let's be the committee chair of the Judiciary Committee. We are going to do Social Security and pensions, and then we are the chair of the Judiciary. We'll support just because we probably lost the respect of the moderates. 74. No, apparently we still have it. If we go into the House again, we'd actually do pretty good. Support. Committee hearing. Social Security. We're going to say no to an amendment. We're going to say no to all these amendments. Corporate tax. Say no. Vote on legislation. No amendments have been proposed. I'm going to oppose. And it gets passed. Corporate tax. We're going to support. Medicare. We're going to support. Social Security. We will support. Surprisingly, the committees have not proposed anything. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of this. What is our caucus saying? Moderate Democrats, Republican conservatives, moderates. Where's the Republican moderates? Progressive, libertarian, and whatever. So this is all no amendments. So we will support. Medicare support. Support. Bill will not be sent to the president. And I'm going to oppose. I am the lone Republican to oppose that. Forgot to turn off face cam. No, it's meant to be on. You know, Arizona Governor Doug Ducey was the CEO of Cold Stone Creamery. I did not. I've known a little bit of Doug Ducey, but I don't know a lot about Doug Ducey. Yeah, 20 people watching us. Everyone, if you're watching this right now, go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you want to become a member of this channel, go ahead and there's a $sign thing at the bottom. So go ahead and hit that. Become a member today. And if you want to support me in a more personal way, super chatting is always appreciated, just like AMN did earlier. PG after New Hampshire, you'd place a sweet home Alabama. Yeah, I should. As a Alabama Democrat. Yeah, imagine that. Me trying to get elected. 21 views and 13 likes. Come on, people. I agree. All right. All We're not going to be doing any amendments. Maybe Homeland Security. Let's look at Homeland Security. Let's, if we increase funding to ICE, we will do more deportations. Let's get that up to 250,000 deportations anticipated. And we're going to cut money from citizenship and immigration services, as well as the TSA a little bit. We'll go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and support. And we actually get more Democratic support than Republican support. Look at that. Wow. Apparently Democrats really like the idea uh of increased ICE funding. Played this game when my cousin came over and flipped Indiana blue in the Senate with a slim margin at the same time as the Senate flipped Democratic with 57 seats. Jesus Christ. Oh, hang on. I campaign. Wait, so there's not a local election? Wait. Oh, wait. Local election is before the year before a presidential. We just had a presidential. I'm stupid. I bet if I had more, I bet if I said face cam on this video, I'd get a lot more viewers on this. Let me see if I do that. I'm gonna be streaming about like 20 more minutes. Editing the title of this video just to see. It's gonna be a little clickbaity, but it's also not clickbaity. Are all local elections the year before a president? Typically. Not always, but typically. Like this year, in Texas, if you guys have actually heard about like Texas District 6, they're having an election on when is it the 1st of May. And on May 1st, there's also a ton of local elections happening in Texas. Uh, like for example, in my city, we had a mayoral election, and I actually went to go vote, and I actually bumped into both of my mayoral candidates, which is really cool. I didn't get the chance to have a conversation with them. I was just kind of going to vote. um, so that was pretty cool. But we do have a lot of local elections. Sometimes I think, especially in Texas, we always have local elections the year after a presidential, not before, after. Some of them do like it kind of it kind of like sits between before, like the year before an election and then the year after an election. So they usually try to kind of have those elections around that time. I will be streaming on May 1st to what do you call it, discuss the elections. So I'm going to be covering a couple Texas city elections. We're going to be looking at, especially the Fort Worth mayoral election. I'm really interested in seeing the election results for the mayoral election of Fort Worth. And then we're going to be covering Texas 6. I'm also going to be covering, basically we're going to be jumping between Texas 6 and a lot of Texas local elections. There's a couple of propositions that I want to be looking at. There's also Texas uh constitutional amendment election this November. I'm gonna make sure to vote in that. Every election that usually comes around, I tend to vote in those elections, even if it's a constitutional amendment election, even if it's a local election. I think it's very important that you stay involved at the local level. local level politics will always trump state or even federal level politics. So if you are not involved at the local level, absolutely, I recommend getting involved at the local level. Saris, DFW area. I do live in North Texas. A lot of people do know that about me is that I do live in North Texas. I've basically lived in North Texas my entire life. Um, I actually had a political process gameplay where I was out of Wichita Falls, which is my home city. I like the fact that PG is not too far to any extreme. I try not to be. I also try to listen to people rather. Okay, so we have a Senate election. So I think we're going to do the Senate election. I'm going to call this live stream quits for today. F Texas. Wow. Okay. That's cool. I like the fact that PG is not too far to any extreme. I try to listen more than anything whenever I'm having a conversation with someone, whenever I try to uh hear someone out. I don't care whether they're far right, far left, communist, fascist. Everyone's going to have their opinion and I'm going to listen to those opinions even if I disagree with them. I'm going to call them out whenever I disagree, but I kind of owe that to formerly being a liberal because I was basically a bleeding heart liberal. When so we're gonna run for re-election. It's already been 6 years. Wow. Let's go ahead and run for re-election. Absolutely. Terrence Spear will lead us through this effort. We will we're gonna promise to reduce income taxes. We're gonna promise to keep Social Security safe, and we are going to reduce federal poverty. I may not love Texas politics, but I wouldn't say F Texas. Wow. I used to be a bleeding heart liberal. I actually was a Bernie supporter in 2016. I was very much intending to vote for him. However, I was not able to vote for him in a primary as I was too young. I was I really wanted Bernie to win, but after the Democratic Party basically screwed him out of the nomination, and I just did not want to vote for Hillary. I was basically one of the people that basically like if you've ever heard of the Bernie Trump pipeline, that exists because I'm an example of the Bernie Trump pipeline. So we're going to be doing interviews, we're going to be doing rallies, we're going to go to finance next week. We're going to train all my staff. We're going to go there. I went through a period of switching between ideologies like items in a store, but settling and realizing that without a good metaphysical basis, ideology means nothing. What do you mean by metaphysical basis? What does that mean to you? Did we eliminate? Let's go ahead and try to eliminate federal drug sentencing. Are we being challenged? By the way, let's look. Opponents, we are not. So we have the opportunity to just solely fundraise during this whole Senate race. You want to give this bill a hearing? We will. Let's support, and wow, it gets all of the support in the committee. Can it get all of the support in the Senate? It does. Wow, look at that. 90 to 10. 90 to 10 in the Senate. Passes flying colors in the House committee, and it passes with said it's Senate Bill 4. What does the president think on that? Legislative votes. Let's support it, I guess. All right. George Kemp has vetoed your bill, Senate Bill 4, but a congressional majority has overruled the veto. The bill has become law. So got uh my bill literally had so much support in the Senate and the House that had more than the three-fourths majority in order to override that veto. And it overrode the president's veto. So that is interesting. Bye, PG. Got to start prepping for class. I'm in a different time zone, unfortunately. But thank you so much for joining in on this live stream. I appreciate it. I know some of you guys are in disbelief that it's really me, but I'm gonna try to do more of these. So I know you guys um have been asking for this for a while. Josh Hodges, can we win this primary with the most votes? Hey, she actually got like 1,000 more votes than me in the primary. So this is the part where we actually have to um get Democratic support. We may. So we're gonna open up a bunch of community centers. It's not PG. It's a paid actor. Yeah, this isn't PG. This is not him. This is this is I paid someone. He paid me to be here to do whatever. Unfortunately, PG's too much of a coward. Paid actor that's really good at voicing. Your name recognition is insane, saving you right now. Yeah, I think so. We're also doing a lot of rallies the rallies are actually apparently like really effective right now, especially with Republicans. We're gonna do general economic ad. We're gonna invest about $1 million into that. Whoa. We're gonna do name recognition, approval rating, and voter intention. So that's 59 to 55. So we have more approval on her, and we are still ahead in the election. Anyone here like royal blood? Apparently, I'm connected to Irish royal blood. Oh, you're talking about an album. Okay. Didn't know that. Got about 10 weeks before the election. We're gonna have to do a little more marketing. Wait, I'm gonna have to do this for minimum wage. We're also gonna look at the if there's anything that we can hit on her. Hopefully she's against it. Yes, she is. Obviously. I've been playing this game for over a year, and I don't understand why they think this is like the best way to go about it. This is like the second Democrat that I've had to face up against, in which she basically is just like, yeah, screw Social Security, like oh whatever, freaking hell. So we are going to hit her with an attack ad, poverty, social security. We're going to invest $500,000 into that. And then we are going to profit off of her failures. Establishes a universal background check. Yeah, let's go ahead and allow it. We're going to oppose it. I'm 3/4 Norwegian and 1/4 German. I am more than a quarter German, which I'm basically actually almost 3/4 German. If you take like the highest value that ancestry basically gives you. Candidates, let's advocate for moderate principles, get that independent vote for me. Minimum wage 300,000. Let's take another poll, see where I'm at in terms of voter. We're at 5248. Do a rally. Do one last rally run. Let's hit her with an attack ad. Social Security, select 158. And then we will be like, let's support Social Security. So let's do about half of the money that we have. We basically spent all of our money on this campaign. Go to the next day and see how we do. About what I expected, 52 to 47. We actually did a little bit better than 52 to 48 by about 0.6%. So that margin of error was pretty much off. Which it still was in the margin of error. It's the fun part about this game is that margin of error is way more important than it actually is, because I mean you could literally be like 2 points ahead in the poll, but then like the election comes and then you're just like, oh no, this is like the worst die roll of your life, and then it's, oh wait, what 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 shit, we forgot to do endorsements. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. Guys, I kind of effed up. I effed up. I messed up here. Um that was not, I don't know if that's my fault. I Oh man, that's gonna, it's gonna bite me in the ass in a couple of years. Wow, that's the first time I've ever seen that. Let's see how close it was. Georgia, 50.6. North Carolina, 51.8. Texas, the state of Texas, has flipped to the Democratic Party. Antonella Valenzuela beats incumbent Republican Rodrigo Leon 50.8 to 49.2. You did a face reveal? Hi. Yeah, I did a face reveal and then Texas flipped blue. Jesus Christ. Wonder how many views if I can get if I literally leave the title saying face reveal. All the comments are just going to be commenting about it like, PG finally did a face reveal. I've done like 10 of these before. You guys just don't notice when I look at it. You look like an actor. Can't think of his name. Excuse me? I look like who? If you can tell me who I look like. I like how Texas flips blue. The Democrats gained 4 seats in the Senate, but they still did not take control of the chamber. They literally flipped Michigan, North Carolina, Georgia, and Texas, but they didn't take control of the Senate. They only have 49 seats. They didn't even get a split Senate. They have 49 seats, mainly because I think it's because if you actually look, we actually have two, uh, what do you call it? Governors, or we have a governor, and then we have a two senators from New Hampshire. So that could be the reason why. Cursed map, I know. I'm gonna have to make a meme about this. By the way, bra moment, welcome to the live stream. Hi, it's me. It's your boy. It's a paid actor trying to play off a face reveal of Politics Gaming. Hope you guys enjoyed. Just became the Senate Majority Leader after GOP had one of its biggest years ever. Oh, yeah, yeah. 2022 prediction here, guys. Nah, just kidding. Texas isn't even up for the election that year. I am a person, LMAO. I do. I remember. Max knows nothing. Hello. City council member retiring, will not seek re-election, and the mayor is retiring. All right. I have been streaming for about an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this live stream up here. I just wanted to surprise you guys with this. So I appreciate everyone coming in for this live stream. I'm definitely gonna be doing a little more live streams, and I'm gonna try to do basically anytime I play Power and Revolution or the political process. I am going to try to I'm gonna try to do face cams as long as I'm able to do it. Show us a county map first. Yeah, crap. Let's look at a county map before we go. Senate profile elections, and I think we made like one. Yeah, we only gained one county. Don't really know the counties of these off the top of my head, but it's. I like how in the governorship we basically were winning every county except whenever it comes to the Senate. Apparently, we have a lot more trouble trying to win in the Senate. I mean, we were able to win 53%, 54% in the governorships, and yeah, I mean, for some reason we're having a lot of trouble trying to win in the counties at the state level. William the Conqueror is an ancestor of mine. Oh, that is interesting. Let's go ahead and look. Apparently, at the state level, the economy is doing good. Taxation, everyone still hates that, but it's actually improved since I left because I actually increased taxes a lot on people. What's the state budget looking like, though? Oh, they're running a deficit. You guys run out of money that I saved y'all yet? Nope, they haven't, but they're running out of money quickly. What about the nation? What are we doing at the federal level? Not been that interested in the federal budget. But apparently, what about the debt? What are we looking at in debt? $15 trillion of debt, but we do have a federal surplus. We have a federal surplus that we are working with, so the United States is on track to pay off its debt within the next couple of decades. Yeah, even at a surplus, this is going to take decades to pay off that much money. Very interesting. On the way back to 1066. What do you use to show that kind of genealogy? Like, what do you use? Do you use ancestry? Something? But that's actually really interesting if you're actually able to kind of look at it and go like, "Oh, I'm like William the Conqueror's like 30 times grandson." Interest payments on the national debt, they have been going down. We were paying about 400 and nearly $15 billion on interest, and now we're only paying 339. So that's really good whenever you're able to get those interest payments down. That's one of the funniest things is that whenever I was playing as Florida one time, I was a senator from Florida, And I basically refused to increase the retirement age because it was just like, I'm not going to do that. But for gameplay purposes, I always increase the retirement age whenever I can, or not the retirement age, but the age that you're eligible to get things like Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. So basically the retirement age, especially with Social Security, because whenever I didn't do that, and I would basically block every effort to do that, the interest payments went up to like $1 trillion. My deficit was like $3 trillion. So that was a fun time as a Florida senator. Um, Favorite senator, if I could think, um, Bobby Kennedy, Jack Kennedy, Lyndon Johnson, um, all three Democrats. uh, Maybe Goldwater. I think he was a senator. Let me think. Who else? Ted Kennedy. But I'm not going off of values. I'm just going off their personalities. If you're going off of values, I would actually have to think about that. Because just off the top of my head, I don't really have like favorite politicians unless like um yeah, I'd have to think about that. Remind me next time, and I'm gonna have to come up with that. But anyway, guys, if you guys like this, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you guys want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any more videos whenever I make them. I'm going to try to get another United States video out very soon, so go ahead and keep your eye out for that. And that'll be it. So guys, thank you all for joining in on this face cam video. And for those who are watching after this, you're welcome. So I'm gonna try to do more of these. I know I said I was gonna do it whenever I hit 5,000, but I kind of was just like, it's gonna be a while before I hit 5,000, and I know they're gonna be annoying me about this for until then. So um 4.3, 4.3, was it? I think I saw it earlier. Hang on, let me look at my sub count. 4.73. Oh, you're talking about 4.73. I was like, wait, 4.3? What? What happened? But it was 4.72, but it now is 4.73. So whoever has been subscribing while this has been up, as soon as I join, you stop streaming. Pretty gay, not gonna lie. Well, you should have been here earlier, Holy Dutch Lord. Um, but go ahead and join me on the this Saturday actually. Whenever I do stream. I think I'm going to be streaming with America First. I'm going to be streaming with a couple of people, and we're going to be discussing the election results, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to be looking at the election results, local elections in Texas, as well as that Texas sixth election. So do not miss that live stream, and you should see more of this pretty face when I do that. So again, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will see you guys in the next live stream, and I will see you guys there. Thank you all for watching this, and take care.